Me again, Leonardo.
You can't imagine how sexually open Italy was during the Renaissance. The Pope in Rome changes his male lovers every night, killing them if they don't satisfy him. In Florence, the ruler Lorenzo just finished a steamy session with his mistress Donati in the stables, and then Donati hops into the famous artist Da Vinci's bed for a night of passion. But neither Lorenzo nor Da Vinci knows that Donati is actually a spy from the Vatican. The Vatican is on the hunt for a mysterious book called the Book of Leaves, which supposedly contains all knowledge. The Pope is even ready to send Roman cavalry to invade Florence for it. Da Vinci, after getting involved with an ancient religion called Mithras, also learns about the Book of Leaves. He's designing multi-barrel cannons for Lorenzo to fight off the Vatican while also chasing leads on the book. Taking a huge risk, Da Vinci secretly dissects a hanged Jewish man who is also a Mithras follower. He gets his hands on a weird key and starts studying it, just a glance, and he's got a holographic image of it in his mind. As he breaks down and analyzes the model, Da Vinci realizes the key is only half complete. He pulls out a coin given to him by the Turkish, and the pattern on it confirms his hunch. Da Vinci then heads to the street where the Jewish was nabbed and chats up a blind beggar who's always there. The beggar tells him about hearing the Jewish man being chased by a mob that night, falling, and then the sound of pages flipping. Da Vinci figures out from their language that the mob was from the Vatican. The Jewish man had a book with him, and Donati mentioned he hid in a bookstore before getting caught. So, Da Vinci races over there, learning there are 10 bookshelves in the store. Da Vinci remembers the Jewish man's missing thumbnail. It's clearly a clue, 10 fingers for 10 shelves.
It would be more obvious when counting to orient oneself towards the opposite cardinal direction, the east and the rising sun.
Additionally, Hebrew is the sacred language of the Jews, which is read from right to left. So, if we count from the right,
we get row number 5.
Blood on the floor confirms where the Jewish man bit off his nail. The only dust-free book on the shelf must be the clue he hid. The Hebrew writing inside proves Da Vinci's theory right. Just as he's leaving the store, he's surrounded by soldiers. Clearly the Pope's guard sent by Riario. Da Vinci pulls out a small container, claiming it's a super powerful grenade he just invented. The guards are skeptical, but still wary after being blown up by Da Vinci's puzzle box earlier. Zorro gets cocky and starts taunting the guards.
This is a grenade. It's a grenade.
Da Vinci tells Nico and Zorro to take off with the book while he deals with the guards. Outnumbered, he has to make a run for it. Passing a building under construction, Da Vinci takes one look at the scaffolding and instantly analyzes its structure and stress points. He cuts and grabs a pulley rope, using it to lift himself up while kicking out a key support beam. The whole scaffold collapses onto the pursuing guards. After shaking off the guards, Da Vinci takes the book to his teacher who knows Hebrew. But the book just talks about the origins of the universe, with frequent mentions of the vault of heaven. Da Vinci's disappointed. Looks like it's another puzzle, not the answer. Meanwhile, Riario meets Lorenzo and his wife as a Roman envoy. He's not just after the Book of Leaves, he's also delivering the Pope's orders. He grills Lorenzo about secretly building cannons and then demands he hand over Pisa, one of the cities under his control. Lorenzo's angry and shocked. How does the Vatican know his secrets? Riario gives him 24 hours to think it over, warning that the Roman army is almost at their doorstep. At dinner, Lorenzo arranges a dance show called Eden. He publicly mocks Riario, comparing his arrival to a snake entering Eden, basically declaring war on the Vatican. Riario shrugs it off and tries to win over Da Vinci. He knows geniuses crave unknown knowledge and secrets, so he promises Da Vinci access to the Vatican's secret archives, full of hidden knowledge.
You're offering me forbidden fruit now.
That's what serpents do, isn't it?
After some thought, Da Vinci agrees to hand over the key and book to Riario tomorrow. Lorenzo overhears all of this. The next day, Lorenzo angrily sets up an ambush in the hills. He's ready to tear Da Vinci and Riario to pieces if he catches them making a deal. When the Pope's guards show up for the meeting, Da Vinci places a flask on a big rock nearby. Riario brings an extra box of gold, hoping to get Da Vinci to work for the Vatican as well as find the Book of Leaves. But Da Vinci changes his mind, saying he'll never let the Vatican get the book.
You want to suppress knowledge?
No, I want to administer it. Someone has to. Why not an agent of God?
Well, if God exists, surely he intended his knowledge to be shared by all.
As Riario looks confused, Da Vinci suddenly shouts, "Long live Florence!" loud enough for Lorenzo to hear from the hills. The flask on the rock focuses sunlight to light a fuse.
I tell your Pope that neither Florence nor Da Vinci will be contained.
The Pope's guards are blown away by multiple cannons. Before they can react, Da Vinci's second volley starts. Riario has to run away with what's left of his guards. He's amazed by Da Vinci's genius and inventions, but isn't worried about him finding the Book of Leaves first. He's got the other half of the key. Da Vinci's carefully planned show kills 3 birds with 1 stone. He tests the cannons in real combat, scares the Vatican, and wins Lorenzo's trust. But they know the Vatican will strike back soon, so Lorenzo tells Da Vinci to mass-produce the multi-barrel cannons ASAP. After setting up the cannon production line at the armory, Da Vinci starts working on the clues about the Book of Leaves left by the Jewish man. Learning that Hebrew has 27 letters, Da Vinci realizes they match the 27 illustrations in the book. This reminds him of steganography, an encryption method invented by the Greeks. He immediately tears out all the illustrations, arranges them in order as a matrix, and looks down at them from his lifting machine. Sure enough, an ancient map appears. Its outline looks kind of like Africa or Latin America, but not quite either. While Da Vinci's scratching his head, he accidentally knocks an egg off the table. Looking at the cracked eggshell, a bold idea hits him. Isn't the map outline the shape of Africa and Europe put together?
It can only be where there are now 2 landmasses. There once was just one.
The Vault of Heaven, mentioned in the book, is in the center of Africa, and that's where the Book of Leaves must be. Da Vinci's thrilled and plans to go there after they beat back Rome's invasion. The whole of Florence is under curfew, gearing up for war, but Donati's still sneaking info to the Vatican. The patrol guys know she's off to see Lorenzo for some hanky-panky, so no one's giving her a hard time. Her cover as Lorenzo's mistress is working like a charm for her spy gig. But Lorenzo and his crew are starting to smell a rat. The Vatican seems to know all their moves, from hiring Da Vinci to making weapons. Lorenzo's mentor, Vinci, is side-eyeing Lorenzo's wife, Clarice, cause she's Roman royalty. But Lorenzo's not buying it. He's sure his wife's loyal. Still, he can't shake the feeling something's up. Clarice picks up on her hubby's stress and decides to lend a hand. She comes clean about knowing Lorenzo's got a mistress, but warns him not to be blinded by beauty.
You can have that escape, but you do have to come back. You must always come back.
Clarice is clearly suspicious of Donati. She's the only outsider in Lorenzo's inner circle, so Clarice sets up a meeting with Donati for testing her. Donati plays it cool and normal, but when Vinci drops the bomb that they will checking everyone's recent outings, Donati freaks out. She knows she's in the hot seat and needs to act fast to keep her cover. She sneaks some fake leak letters into Vinci's place, then heads to Lorenzo. Lorenzo's surprised that he didn't summon Donati, as he's too busy stressing about finding the mole, but Donati needs to spend the night with him, or she will be suspected for this outing.
I don't want you here.
No, of course you don't.
Lorenzo can't resist temptation, and they end up doing the deed right there in the stables. It only lasts a minute, but it's enough to get Donati off the hook. She even pretends to care, hinting to Lorenzo that the people he trusts most might be the ones to watch out for. The next day, the guards find the leak letters and some cash at Vinci's place. Lorenzo can't believe his most trusted mentor would stab him in the back, but the evidence is staring him in the face. Plus, Donati's words from last night are messing with his head. In the end, Vinci gets thrown in the slammer, and Lorenzo loses an important ally. But the Vatican's not just playing spy games in Florence, they're using more despicable means to crush people's will to resist.
I know why you came.
The eternal word of God made flesh commands you. The sacred mystery of the cross commands you.
I know what you crave.
The exalted Virgin Mary commands you.